Hello again, everyone. Here's another video to help you with your homework tonight. Our homework sheet looks like this. It's for Unit 5, Lesson 3. And I want to show you this page. You might want to pause your screen on this to help your child remember these steps. These are important steps. We talked about being mathematicians. It's important to go step by step when we're trying to figure out a problem. And so rather than just rushing through it and trying to find the answer right away, these steps really help us. So we're going to look at number 1. David makes 13 pots in art class. 5 of them break. How many pots are left? The first thing we want to do is write down the information that we know. So we know that David has 13 pots. We know that 5 of them break, and we want to know how many pots are left. Just labeling them as pots, break, and how many are left. We first just get our information. So we write down the information we know. That's step 1. Now for number 2, we want to make this information into an equation. We want to find what is the total and what are the partners. So by looking at this problem and by reading it up above, I can figure out that the total for this problem is 13. So 13 is my total. That means I know I can put an equal sign here. And again, by looking at the problem and understanding it, I know that I have some pots, I have some more pots. Altogether, I have 13. So I know that this is going to be an addition equation. So now we have written the equation, number 2. After we write the equation, we're going to draw a picture to solve it. And there are several ways I can solve this equation. We can make a 10 like we did last time. We can say, how do I get from 5 to 13? I can first figure out how do I get from 5 to 10. Well, from 5 to 10, it's going to take 5. And then from 10, how do I get to 13? It's going to be 3 more for a total of 8. I could also figure out, I have 13 and 5, I could draw Math Mountain. With Math Mountains, my total is always at the top. I know one of my partners is 5. I need to figure out the other partner. I know I have 5, and I count on until I get to 13. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I count how many dots I added. It is 8. I could also do the same thing. I could just write 5 and count on until I get to 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And count how many dots it took me. So I drew a picture and I solved it. Those two kind of go together. So I solved it that my answer is 8. Now we stress that we are not done. Next, I need to check my answer. And again, I can check my answer using any way that makes sense to me. I could say, hey, 8 is close to 10. I'm adding 2 to make it 10, so I would take away 2 here to make my 5, 3. 10 plus 3, yes, it equals 13. My answer is correct. I could also make 5 dots, and I could make 8 dots. Count them all together. Does it equal 13? I check my answer. That way I know my answer is correct. So really, your homework tonight is just following these steps, figuring out the information that you have, figuring out what is your total so that you can write an equation, drawing a picture, and solving it. It can be a little trickier. It takes some higher level thinking to really think through these equations. So hopefully this video will help. Like I said, it might be smart to pause the video on these 5 steps so that you can refer back to them. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Good luck!